I promise you I'm going to get back to my little series about my life over the past 5 years. But I feel like y'all needed a break, and I probably needed a break from it too. But I just saw a post about from former NBA player Antoine Walker, and they were the heading was basically alluding to how NBA players or professional athletes in general tend to go broke after making so much money. You know what I'm saying? And I just I let me say this before y'all jump in my comments. I've never had nowhere near that amount of money, so I wouldn't even know exactly what I would do with it. Like, we know what we say we would do, but you never know until you actually are in that situation. Like, you can't say what you would do with $1 million if you never had $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you would plan to do or hope to do, but you never know until you actually are in some situations. It's like saying what kind of parent you're going to be, and then when you have kids, you realize, that might not be how this goes or whatever. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. He was talking about how players tend to go broke, and my first thought was we've always heard over the years that there are really no financial back then, we'll say, because I think now they do have some things in place where they're like financial literacy mentors and guides. You know, of course, financial advisors have always been around, so I guess they've always had the resources and the money to get the resources or whatever, but or take advantage of the resources. But I think at least, especially back then, 20, 30 years ago, professional sports weren't sending the players to like an actual class. Like, if they don't do that, I feel like they should do that. Like, send these players to an actual financial literacy course, because they need to know how to manage that much money. But that makes too much sense. Basically, that makes too much sense. But my suggestion would be for young athletes or anyone in particular who acquires that much money that quickly, at one time, it's like, I feel like the safest thing you can do if you're not financially literate and you don't have a plan for your money, the safest thing you can do is save it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the very least, put it into a savings account, preferably a high yield savings account, so it can sit and maybe acquire a little interest while you decide what you're actually going to utilize it for, So that's just my 2 cents, though. Like I said, I really wouldn't know what I would do with that amount of money until I get there. I'll let y'all know then.